Good afternoon. This is going to be a video over the next 2 or 3 days actually. So obviously today's Thursday, I just wanted to start off and get explaining some things. So my head's probably shaped, sort of bit out and stuff. Anyway, that's not car related. Car related things. So obviously MX-5 is back here at this location. Got it back around the back because obviously I need to pull the engine back out. I removed to the plugs, just turned it over again because we've been sat here and obviously the rear housing is leaking very, very slowly and slightly. So I just wanted to turn it over, make sure it didn't feel horrible. Still feels good. Obviously all the inside was coated with oil. But so tomorrow I'm going to start getting all the wiring out the way because I did start neating some of the wiring up. But scrap that for now. Get a lot of the wiring out the way, get the ITBs unbolted, get the exhaust manifold off, get the underneath off, drain the gearbox and the engine oil, and then I can unbolt the gearbox. Sunday, we'll be then pulling the engine out and actually stripping it down and having a look what's caused the leak. So all I want to do is unbolt the flywheel, clutch flywheel, pull it apart, pull it up, well, pull the rear housing off, see why that leaked first, but I will be pulling the other housing off as well because I want to obviously do the silicone for the peripheral port, which for both sides regardless anyway, and obviously new seals. New seals. I'm trying to find square Viton cord. It's being a pain in my ass because square Viton cord, a company in America produce, which is called McMaster's, and it's pretty expensive. Not as expensive as stock OEM seals, which I still don't want to use because one, they're one use, and secondly, I do believe there is with others, and other people have used it as well, and a few brands sell Viton round as well as square O-rings for these, which are reusable. I do believe there is the option for that, like for my use, like for myself, where this engine might be coming apart every 10-20,000 miles, that there is the ability for cheaper but also reusable O-rings, whether it's cord and you cut and make them yourself and it works, which it appeared to have done on the first housing because there's no leaks there at all. But obviously I've got a small leak on the rear and that could be down to the Vaseline. But I believe there is that ability. Yes, you're never going to get as good as Mazda. If you've got stock engine, that would be the best. But they are one use, simple as that. And they're very expensive, 150 quid a pop, or 160, something like that, I don't know. So yeah, that's that. Luckily I've got some of my, that's not balanced well, still got some of my things in here. So yeah, this is I think that's, yeah, I had 2 spare I made up. So the other, did I have 3 spare made up? No, I can't, yeah I did, I had 3 O-rings. No. Did I? That looks too small. I don't know, I might even have 3 spare made up, I'm not sure. But what I'm thinking is, because I can't get hold of square Viton O-ring cord in the UK, it might be a possibility to work out what the circumference is of the O-rings, whether I use one of these or measure one that comes out, the circumference. Now from the circumference you can then get the diameter, and I might be able to get actual full pre-made O-rings that are square of Viton. Or what I mean is Viton O-rings that are to the diameter I need and the thickness I need, that is one whole piece instead of trying to cut and glue them together. So that's also another possibility, but I'm going to have to check that when I pull it apart. But I have got 3 spare, which is weird. I don't recall making 3 spare. And I've actually, that's a 2mm. That's a 2mm Viton cord. So we'll see how we go with that. And then I'm just going to use blue Polymer. I'm going to get blue Polymer and cape all the O-rings in that. Hopefully that sorts the issue out, and then also silicone sealant down in the little coolant channel. So it's going to be a fun weekend. I did lose my bit of motivation, which annoyed me, obviously, because I spent all that time building the engine, getting in there, getting it running, and all that, and I was sorting out teething issues, wiring and whatever else. And obviously now I've got to pull it back out again, which is annoying, but at least when I put it back in, I can run it straight off, cool it in there, get the whole thing up to temperature. I have got, my mate luckily gave me a bigger back box. Now some people are going to be annoyed with the fact of I'm I'm trying to quiet this down. Yes, it is too loud. It is ridiculously loud. As much as I don't want to, I need to. But the high flow back box might go back on at some point once it gets tuned, because at the moment I'm trying to start the car, get it idling, then I'm trying to adjust it and tune it and everything. I'm pissing off neighbours. Well, I'm not pissing off neighbours, but I don't want to. And just having it there idling is ridiculous. Luckily, he's given me this back box for free because I'm going to have to do a lot of tuning for him, for his Turbo 5. But yes. So yeah, I'm still going to have the back box. Oh, I can't get to it. But it's not rolled, folded. It's actually a full thing. Obviously, ins this side, outs this side. So what I'll do is I'll cut off, have them straight, and I will still have it in the position I want it in. So it's not going to be losing where it is exit-wise. It's just going to be a bigger back box, which should quieten it down. Anyway, the next thing, if I get time this week, or this weekend, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, sorry. If I get time this weekend, I want to fit up these fresh front hub bearings with extra lock knuckles. Wow, they're extra lock. So obviously cut and welded, really short now. Sorry, there you go. Really short. I want to get these fitted up because, yeah, I want to get driving with these. These will be fun as hell. And I've also got my big brake kit, which I do need to fit at some point, but I think I'm going to fit these first, then the big brake kit. I have got fresh new tie rod ends because they might be an absolute pain in my ass to come out. I did buy these ages ago and I completely forgot I had these, but luckily I found them, so they can go in when I do them. Now, the reason why I want to do the extra lock is because, yes, I do have a manual rack in there, but I do also have some rack spaces. So if we go full lock left, come on, that is full lock at the moment, which is more than stock, because stock I believe is about there ish. So I've got that little bit extra lock. Yeah, I want to get the racks, the extra lock. Sorry, I want to get the extra lock knuckles. Get the extra lock knuckles fitted. So it's going to have some mad lock, and then I need to try and sort out camber and whatnot on there. Because otherwise the wheel, as it's full lock, it's going to be like that. But we'll sort that out. I've never been into geometry, suspension geometry or anything like that, but I think I need to start covering it really, to be honest. And I think the rear end needs rising because I've obviously lowered I've risen the front end, but it's actually a good ride height. So yeah, I've got quite some things to do this weekend, but here's what it is, and well, to the next day.
Several days later.
Gearbox is now out. I'm actually surprised how quickly you got that out, to be fair. Probably the easiest MX-5 gearbox removal I've ever done. So, engine's pretty much ready. All the connections are off. I've just now killed my oil pressure sensor, but it's what it is. So they're already loose, so all I've got to do is climb underneath, loosen those two off. We'll get them some straps on here. We'll get it lifted, we'll get it put on the workmate. And then we can start stripping this down and having a look, actually. It did piss down for a second, but sun's back out again. Oh, and it's not even what's time?
It is 11:15.
We smashed that.
Thank
Yeah. Right round it. I don't know where my little lifting points have gone. Tom's got my massive bit of wood.
Holding on to that very well.
You know, I'm gonna sit. Start them out. You're going to become useful in a sec. Because I don't have my GoPros with me. Ah, that'll work. Fucking sweet, cool. Now, let's undo. I never got a set of gloves on. Fucking. Let's be sick. Oh.
Nice.
Right, right. Oh my god, you sketchy bastard.
What?
That is right on that edge of the fucking subframe, isn't it?
It is.
That gearbox is going to have to go back. Oh well. gonna have to go back. Oh well.
Who's got all their fingers? Me.
Cool. Well, I think that's ready to lift out now.
You think?
Okay.
Right.
Okay, drop.
Now we can kind of put that through a tad more.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Oh.
Just take that handle off.
Okay, the moment we get it out here, onto the floor. There we go, onto the floor. Okay, cool.
Change shit.
Yeah, cool. That was the easiest engine removal of my life, I think, to be honest. Self-emerged. Sheer concentration.
Looks fucking similar to me. Right.
Put that down, don't need that one. And then I can go on the table. And that's it. Good light is over here.
Get you in frame.
Anything close enough to do this. Now. Reverse. Oops. My ears.
Are dead.
Yeah. That down there.
One big old bolt removed, nut removed.
So where? Supposedly it was leaking oil from the backing, but I can't see any leak. Weird. Unless it's it might be leaking just from here. But that's dry as. I'm not even going to say that. Oh well, it's good that that's dry. Now I need to remove the front part. Okay, flywheel, put down somewhere. Remove the clutch and the pressure plate, put down somewhere safe. Well, clutch has got literally no miles on it.
Well, your beard tickled my neck then, and that was weird. But at the same time, I oddly liked it.
It felt good.
Yeah, it did.
I need a short extension of ratchet, undo the alternate bracket.
It's been a lot quicker than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, put it that way. Bracket. And that becomes loose, I can pull the belt off itself. There we go. Get it back out of the way. Now, before I do anything else, the hardest part of this, which I found, that crank bolt. Where's my 19? Sockets there. Plug in the small rattle gun again. And do that fucking shitty 19mm. Oh, that was easy.
It's the hardest thing ever, that.
Honestly, when I actually stripped this engine apart, that was the hardest bolt to actually get out. It was a bastard. I'm glad that came out so easily. Which means this can come off. And again, no oil leak from the front there, which is good. Lovely jubbly. Which means that front cover can come off. Oil, water inlet can come off. What other bits need to come off? I'm going to leave the engine mounts, to be fair. They're not bothering me. They're not going to get in the way. Yeah, okay. Front cover off there, little 10 mils. Ow! Gonna be back in a sec. Tom's gonna have me rotate this, then he's gonna pick up the camera again, get the sump off, and then we can get the front cover off. So see you in a sec.
Let's do it.
A few moments later.
Oh, I need to redo that plug at some point. So many bolts. I think I used Loctite silicone sealant, which is meant to be good, but it never actually cured properly, and I don't think that's probably half the reason why it's set. It's still tacking soft. I think that might be another reason why it's been shit. Is because of that. I'm never using Loctite silicone sealant again. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Fuck. Get the rest of these bolts out. Okay. Can't get that one, I need 10 mils back on that one. I'm using a torque wrench to undo them. The reason why is these are f***ing shit. So I don't care.
Mad scientist, mate.
Oh, yes. Sexual beast.
Who hates you
here
now?
comes all the oil.
Whoa. Gloopy. Oh, God.
Cool, front cover time. One there. Oh, that's a 13, annoyingly. One there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 and 2 Allen bolts, fucking hell. Oh. Which 2 Allen ones will be that size. I'll have mismatched bolts. Go. And then 113. Sweet, BRB. Is that one out? There.
Sweet.
Should
Lovely.
pull that out. That's lovely and clean still and nice. Sweet. And then my homemade gasket seems to have lasted very nicely. I can clean it up and reuse that. Bit sketch, but oh well. If not, I might just use silica sealant. Cool. Anyway, we're going to be right back. We're going to grab some food and then carry on with this. Right, just record away and I can cut and snip whatever I want. Chuck these over here. I'll go through all that later in the week. Now, I don't want to pull this off, but I do need to pull that off. That'll be fine. 330 weight, that's fine. 17. Okay. Oh. And it should be a keyway in there somewhere. Was the keyway dropped? There we go. Where the f is that keyway gone?
What's that, the bit that's supposed to sit in the groove though?
Yes, that's concerning. Well, I was certainly getting oil pressure because there's oil coming out. And I was getting on my sensor. But that is a little concerning, the fact of I didn't have a keyway in there. What? I know I put a keyway in there. Wow. Let's see if we spun some bearings. Shit. Pull that off. Pull that off. Cool. That we don't need to touch, but we can now turn the engine over and turn around. But again, the sump's not full of metal shavings, so everything's still spin freely, so you should be alright. And we're going to get a load of cordons.
Ooh! Oh yeah, puppy.
Oh, not the extension lead, move that, and be careful the box behind you, move very much.
Oh, and the river flow.
Yeah, boy. Now. Oh, it's a fucking oil pump as well. Yeah. So I can get those to line up with the hole in the work, mate. Oh, there we fucking fingers. There we go. Now, time to start tearing this thing apart. 13s or 14s and 17s. Start rattle gunning this all off. Shall we?
Let's do it.
That bearing at the back there looks fucking good, so we're healthy there. But I can see their leak now. I can see how dirty stain that is. Bearing's in good condition, not spun, bit of wear, but that's fine. I'll do a little polish up. Yeah, there you go. See, fucking leaking massively from that seal there. So that's my rear leak seal. Yeah, I walked through that cardboard there, don't I? Oh, I'll go through and clean them all up. Bearing looks pretty good still, so that's fine. Let's get this back iron off then. I'm going to just go ordered fashion. Whack. On my left. Cool. And those Doughty seals done fucking work wonders. Sweet. No leaks of anything through them, no. They're all bone dry and clean still, good. Now, next part's actually pulling this rear iron off. Ah, 2 more left. Oops, forgot about these. They're bone. Okay. What are you going to show me then? Okay, that's the side starter lift. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's one seal that's come out, that's fine. Okay, now having a look into this, so we've got apex seals are still good now. Coordinate seal is pinched on that one a little bit. It certainly has leaked. I think it's leaked around here. By the looks of it, the O-ring has kind of swollen up a bit. Around the intake port's definitely not. What's that mark? Oh, got great markings there. It could be water though. It's caused that a bit on there. Well, I think the leak's been from there actually, to be honest. The O-rings appear to be all right. The joint's still intact. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna grab something. Okay, I need a container for these. Well, there's that spring. Oh, that spring was gone there. And bearing still in place. That's sweet. That's good. Now I need to work out how I'm going to put these pieces away. I need to make sure everything goes back as it is. This is rear iron, rear rotor, rear iron side. So what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to just try and lift the rotor out first. Maybe not the best idea have I done. I know some fell on the ground. Fuck. Springs don't matter. Fuck. There's a spring. There's another spring. I didn't drop an apex seal. That apex seal's there. So I've got 1, 2. So that's that corner. That's
Apex seal right there.
Sweet cheese mush. We have spring, spring, spring. That's 3 springs on that side. Oh, got spring, side seal, side seal, side seal. So that's fine. I'm gonna. Okay, so not spring there. Don't come out. There we go. So I did find one corner seal. It was just sat on the top here. So I'm hoping the other one might have fallen down one of these corner channels, which I should find in a little bit. We'll see that. Now, front iron, or mid iron actually, sorry. It's the fun part because I've now removed my dowels. But that's... Oh, okay, so it should lift and move this way if I want to be very careful because of the corner tilts. Yeah. Come on, fall off. Fall in that. And you. Okay, there we go. Can you just hold the shaft in the centre here? Just and let go, it should be alright. Okay, Okay, so that's that one, that's fine. Got one down there. Cool, this one's got all the apex seals in here. This one, there's no signs of leakage in this one. This one's good. No, this one's bone dry, so there's obviously only leaking on that rear, which is a good sign. So it could have been me with a Vaseline, but I'll remake the O-rings or even try and get square ones to sort that out. I pulled that out. I'm not going to reuse these, even though it's possible to reuse them. I'm not going to use them because I use Vaseline on them. Neither slightly crushed. So I'm chucking them in a box. And then now, being fucking this time, side seal, side seal. Side seal's down there. That corner seal I'm going to grab before I fucking lose it. Go. Come on, I'll grab them in a second carefully. Delicately just grab that, pull that out with that corner, and pull that one out with the corner. Okay, so that one was that with that apex seal, so I'm going to try and make those two up, make sure those two stay together. That one was the other one. That was with that corner, so do not knock the table. At least that's falling in there. That was that one. No, because that one's for that one. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to try and slide out one of these. That just fell off from somewhere. Cool. Engine's now fully stripped down. I'm going to go over that in a sec, but this is obviously the centre iron. Managed to find that little corner piece. It was actually in one of the exhaust ports. Annoyingly, that's why I don't like the Ranister signs, but is what it is. I'm using it. Irons look great condition, no excessive wear or anything like that. Again, really clean like it had started. Bearings haven't spun. There is some excessive wear on one of the bearings. Front one's completely fine. The rear one's a little bit picky-uppy. I did notice there was a bit of copper shining through at one point, but I was going to give it a good scotch and clean up, try and deburr it a little bit, well, very delicately at least. Iron wise, which one's our front? This is our rear. As you can see, there's been no coolant leaks in this at all. The peripheral ports have held up nicely, not a single bit of coolant leak or anything, no excessive wear. Other than what I have noticed, which is this weird bit of shining here, it feels like aluminium or something. So I'm not sure if a little bit of aluminium has gotten in there and done that. So what I might do is a bit there as well. What some people, it could even be from this, to be fair, actually. It's picking up a tiny bit and it's drawing it through. So what I might do is, as some people I've seen do, is going round the iron and the housing with wet and dry and just try and resurface a little bit. So I'm going to try and do that at some point. But that's the front one. That's great. That's the one that did not leak. But I will be filling this jacket up with a high temp RTV. And what I'm going to try and do is dremel that hole out a little bit, put a straw through there, so at least it's got something to flow through. But yeah, I'm going to fill this up with a high temp RTV that I found. Do that both sides, just to be on the safe side that it's not going to leak. So rotor one's fine. On to rotor housing 2, where, as you can see here, the ingress of water has certainly gotten in. Watery mix. So I think it's been the coolant seals that are leaked, because if we go around to the intake, intake and exhaust port, again, it is good. There's a bit of corrosion there, but that is probably because it's a steel insert around this side, and then wound it to the stainless steel, so obviously the steel's showing through and it's just corroded a little bit. So I'll do that a bit wet and dry on that. Clean that up, give it a scotch. No ingress of coolant around that one, so that's fine. But there's certainly been ingress of water through the coolant seal. So I'm going to work out what the circumference is, work out what the diameter is, and actually try and get a square O-ring that is the correct diameter to actually run them. If not, remake them and use blue Hylimer, which is my best bet. If it still leaks a tiny bit, I'm just going to go along with it and run it, because few people have said with the peripheral ports you do have leaking coolant. So what I might do is put a set of gloves on, cover them in oil so they don't rust, give it a good rub around. Is that? Oh, I've just noticed that on that iron. Or is that? I might just be shitting. Yeah. Oh, phew. It might just be shitting dust actually. Oh no, it's. I don't know actually. What the fuck's that? Let's pull that out in the light. That weird noise you're hearing is him vaping like a chimney. Can you? I've just noticed that. What the? Ah, okay. Shit. That might be why there's an excessive amount of oil being burnt on the rear iron, because of that wear, which is interesting. A little bit concerning, because that is the side seal. That's not the corner seal. That's side seal. That's the oil control ring, which is really weird. Interesting. Which means one of these side seals is damaged or has pulled shit through the engine with it. Ouch. No, not them, sorry, it'll be one of these, which they all appear fine. I never noticed that when I rebuilt the engine. So I doubt it's that edge there. If not, no, it'll be this side, because this is the bearing side, isn't it? Sorry, my bad. Again, that feels fine. They all feel fine. Interesting. I have got some spare oil control rings, because that does look excessively worn there on that one there. So I might pull this one out and replace this one. This is the front side. What? Oh my god. That's a pitting or what? Even on that edge as well. Something's been poured through that. You might be able to see it, I don't know. Got a cloth of tissue. Bit of blue roll, there it is. If I wipe this all away, might be able to actually see it. Okay. Oh no, that feels smooth. Okay, that one's fine. I was worried then for a second. If we go back this one, if I wipe that away, oh yeah, you can see it now. To the point I can get my nails in that. Bugger, okay. And that's the oil control ring, that's not side seals, that's oil control ring that's caused that wear. Shit. So it turns out I'm going to need new rear iron. Yeah, new rear iron. Or, to be honest, I could just run it. It's going to leak a bit of oil, but I just send it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that part. So it might be a new rear iron. For the centre iron, looks... we'll see how this looks. It feels alright, it could do with a lap. Obviously it has had a load of coolant sat in there for a little bit. Could do with a lap. Feels smooth, I can't get my nails in any of it. Damn it, couldn't get that. Couldn't get my nails in it, so it might be alright if I Put it back over on its face. This side looks all right again. There's no deep scratches or gouges or anything like that. So that might explain a bit of an excess of oil in rear rotor. And there's garage marks. So that side's all right, but it's just rear iron. So bit of trouble on what I'm going to do with that, to be honest. If it's going to focus, you're going to focus. There we go. Yeah, that's not great. But at least the coolant leak was the O-rings. But certainly excessive oil burn from the rear there. So my plan is clean this all up, degrease it, RTV in there, both sides, do that for housing. The bottom one I'm not going to touch because that's obviously sealed, just needs a clean. Give the housings a wet and dry. Again, both of them. What about this housing? That one, something's gone through that one as well, by the looks of it. Okay, so I might need a new front and rear iron. Probably going to stop it there. Looks like I'm going to have to get new front and rear irons, is what it is. Because obviously it's excessively well worn. I don't know where the fuck that damage has come from, whether it's ingested something or not, I'm not sure. But that's obviously going to leak like a sieve. I could wet and dry it and it's just going to burn excessive oil. I'm not sure. My gut's saying, well no, I'm saying run it, sketchy, wet and dry it, make sure it's clean, make sure everything's clean, rebuild it, run it. It's just going to burn excessive engine oil. I'm going to have a see and think what I'm going to do on this. I'm going to have to work out what O-rings, or see if I can work out diameter of O-ring I need. But it's nice to know the peripheral ports weren't leaking. That's the big plus there. Centre iron's obviously fine, but yes, going to need to sort the front and rear iron out and silica sealing up the peripheral ports. Give them all a good clean, give them a wet and dry, get those housings ready. Give the rotors a good clean and strip down and regrease of all that sort of crap. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's obviously ingested something. It's not been great. Or there's been something in the oil itself actually that's caused that, because by the looks of it, there you go, you can see it quite obvious. It is literally that scored ring area. So mint, that's the front and rear iron. Great. But at least it's out. I can now make more progress, get the thing rebuilt. At some point I'm going to give this whole engine bay a clean degrease, jet blast it and everything, and yeah, I'm going to have to start having a look at some more parts again. So thanks for watching. It's been a massive for a lot of people that have been talking to me about this, watching, supporting, absolutely everything. It's been amazing. So if you are supporting and you do have some 13B Renesis front and rear irons, or even FB or FC GSLSE irons, basically it needs to be the irons where you don't have the O-ring groove, the O-ring groove in the iron. It's got it needs to be the irons where the O-rings are in the housing. So if anyone's got a set of them that they're willing to lend, not lend me, but donate me cheaply, that'd be f***ing amazing. Shouldn't say f***ing, so I'm gonna blow that out. And I can get this engine back together. If not, Renesis irons are in good condition. Again, if you're happy, let them go and donate them to me cheaply. That'll be amazing. If not, I'll have to work something out. I'm going to get this clean degreased in the week, or slowly start getting it ready, or prepping all the other parts, housings, get them all prepped, cleaned and everything as well, and see where we go from there. But otherwise, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment, whatever else. A massive thank you to Tom there, having this shit. And hopefully I'll have some other videos coming out. I need to have a look at who's about for reviews, do some car reviews and whatever else. And yeah, I don't know what else to say really. So, but bit of a fun but boring video. Obviously, I messed up with using the Vaseline, because obviously the coolant seals work mint, but I used too much Vaseline, killed the coolant rings, or the coolant seals. I could have RTV'd the peripheral ports, but I wanted them, hope they would seal up, and they look like I have done, but I'm going to seal them up anyway, just to be on the safe side. And I need new irons. Great. So, again, thanks for watching. Until next time.